Have you ever heard of a military unit so legendary they were called the Immortals? Not from a fantasy movie, but from real history. Let's travel back over 2,000 years to the mighty Achaemenid Persian Empire, a civilization that stretched from the Balkans to India. At the heart of its military power was an elite force, a personal guard to the King of Kings himself, the 10,000 Immortals. So, why the cool name? The Greek historian Herodotus tells us it's because their number was never, ever allowed to fall below 10,000. If a soldier was killed, wounded, or fell ill, he was immediately replaced. This constant replenishment created an aura of invincibility, as if the unit itself could never die. They were a perpetual, unbreakable line of defense and attack. Imagine the psychological effect on their enemies facing a force that seemingly could not be diminished, an endless tide of elite warriors. These weren't just any soldiers, the Immortals were the cream of the crop, selected from the best Persian, Median, and Elamite warriors. To even be considered, you had to be of noble birth and meet rigorous physical and character standards. Their training was brutal and comprehensive, covering everything from archery and horsemanship to hand-to-hand combat and survival skills. They were masters of both the bow and the spear, a deadly combination that made them formidable in any battle scenario. Their appearance was just as intimidating as their reputation. Archaeological evidence, like the famous reliefs at the Palace of Susa, shows them in elaborate, colorful attire. They wore intricate scaled armor, which would have gleamed in the sun, and carried long spears with silver or golden pomegranates at the butt end, distinguishing different regiments. Beneath their robes, they were said to wear trousers, a practical choice for warriors who often fought on horseback. They were a dazzling, terrifying sight on the battlefield. The Immortals were more than just bodyguards, they were the vanguard of the Persian army. They played crucial roles in major conflicts, including the famous Greco-Persian Wars. One of their most well-known engagements was at the Battle of Thermopylae, the very same battle famous for the 300 Spartans. While the Spartans held the narrow pass, it was the Immortals, led down a hidden path, who eventually outflanked and overwhelmed them. This tactical maneuver showcased not just their strength, but their strategic importance. Under powerful kings like Darius the Great and his son Xerxes, the Immortals were a symbol of the empire's might and discipline. They enforced the king's will, protected his person, and led his armies to victory across 3 continents. Their existence was a testament to the organizational genius of the Persian Empire, which could sustain such a professional, standing army. They were the original special forces, a dedicated, elite unit whose legend has echoed through the centuries. So, the next time you think of ancient super soldiers, remember the Persian Immortals. They weren't mythical beings, but real men who, through discipline, skill, and an ingenious system of replacement, earned a name that has made them truly immortal in the pages of history. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this journey into the past, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more. See you next time.